Hello everyone and welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now, you may be able to see my fancy hair attire, and I'm an elf. And elves mean Christmas. So today we're going to be making a Christmas cake. The full Christmas cake recipe can be found on the Facebook page In the Kitchen with Pen, and that is for a larger cake tin than what I'm going to use today. Because I'm going to be baking it in my air fryer, I've gone for a 6-inch cake tin that I have greased and I have lined with greaseproof paper. So on to our ingredients, because cake's no good without all the ingredients, is it? And you know what? Oops. Hello, welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. And just one moment. I'm an elf. So, elves, Christmas, what are we going to be making? Well, today we're going to be making a Christmas cake. And my very popular Christmas cake recipe can be found on the Facebook page In the Kitchen with Pen. Today though, I'm going to be ringing the changes, ding dong Christmas, and I'm going to be baking the cake in the Ninja Jewel. Now, because I'm baking it in the Ninja Jewel, I'm having to downscale the ingredients, okay? But I'll put a link in for the full larger cake recipe. So today, I have had to write it down. We are using 5 ounces of butter. And please use butter, don't use margarine. 5 ounces of dark brown sugar. In here we have 8 ounces of currants, 3.5 ounces of sultanas, 3.5 ounces of raisins, and 2 jolly good spoonfuls of brandy or spirit of your choice, or you don't have to bother. If you are going to soak them, soak your fruit for a minimum of 24 hours. Also in there I have got 2 ounces of the most disgusting things in the whole wide world, glacé cherries. And what I do with those, I rinse them in warm water to get rid of that excess sugar. Okay, so that's our fruit. Also going in will be 1 ounce of chopped nuts, some lemon zest, and some orange zest. Now, I just want to point out, I've used some of this lemon, but what I did, I kept the end of it and I've just popped it on with a skewer, toothpick, whatever, and it's just helping to keep that flesh softer. So a little tip there. We will also need, is it 6 ounces? Yes, 6 ounces of plain flour and some mixed spice. It's Christmas, isn't it? And some cinnamon, and I've sieved those ingredients. We'll need 1 ounce, no we won't, 1 tablespoon of black treacle and 2 large eggs, which I've cracked into here. So if you'd like to come on down, if assuming there's going to be room, and you can see just what we're doing. First off, we're going to just cream this butter on its own. It's been out of the fridge a couple of hours, so it's relatively soft. You can do this with a handheld whisk, you can do it by hand, but this is by far the easiest way with a stand mixer. Right, and once I'm happy, isn't it funny how butter smells so nice? Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to go in with the dark brown sugar, and we are going to mix those together until they are fluffy and creamed. everything down to make sure that everything gets creamed nicely. And we'll continue. That is creamy, you can start to add in your eggs, and we'll keep it running on fairly low. Once they're mixed, we're going to go in with our flour and our herbs, our spices. And this bit will take, well, as long as it takes, really. But once again, we're just going to come down, push down to make sure that everything gets amalgamated. Okay, now we're smelling like Christmas. Right, I'm happy with that. So now we're going to go in with the other ingredients, and we'll start with the orange and lemon zest. So to do that, I'm actually going to take the bowl out so that I can get in there. Right, and my fine grater. Do it over it rather than zesting it beforehand, because as I've said, all the oils from the orange and the lemon will go in there too. Right, that's probably enough, to be honest. And now we do the same with the lemon. Right, and that's that done, and I'm just going to lift the bowl up to show you can see all the orange and lemon rind. And now we're going to go in with our nuts, our soaked fruit, which does smell boozy. And finally, our tablespoon of dark black treacle. Oh my. Right, in we go. And now we mix. Now you can do this by hand, but let me tell you, it will get blooming stiff. So I've started it off by hand, but I am going to finish it in the machine. Lovely. Right, we're all mixed. So, switch off and I can move. She says if I can unplug it. That's it. Right, take off and get off any excess from the actual beater. I know the beater cooks perks as per, but I don't want to leave any fruit or anything much on there. There we go. Right, now our bottle of goodies. Let's move the mixer. Right, and you can see, I hope you can see that wonderful mix there. And as I say, I have greased and I have lined this 6-inch tin, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my favourite word. I'm going to dollop the mix in. I'll just get this on there. You can see all the fruit, you can see the cherries. Oh, yeah. Do you know, this must have been quite a hard job before you had your electric mixers, wouldn't it? Imagine creaming all this by hand. And bear in mind, this isn't as much as I'd normally make. I think our grandparents and great-grandparents were amazing doing all this with a wooden spoon. Wash my hands. And now I'm going to take a metal spoon and I am going to just push down to make sure that my mix is perfectly in the bottom of this round cake tin. So try not to dome it if you can. Right, and you really will see when I show you this. You can see all of the fruit, the nuts, the cherries. Okay, so we now need to pop it in the cooker. Ordinarily it would go in an oven at 140°C for about 3 hours. Today, however, let's see what we're going to do. I have removed the crisper plate from drawer 1. Carefully, I'm going to put our tin in, and as you can see, it does fit and there is still room. So we're going to pop it in the oven, switch on, we're going to go over to bake, and we're going to go to 1:30, and our time I'm going to go for an hour and a half, and we are just going to press start. That's it. I can clear up and walk away for an hour and a half. Nearly finished, so once it is, we shall do our test to see if it's cooked through. Okay, 2, 1, and we're done. And are you ready for your first look? It smells fabulous. Wow, certainly looks cooked to me. So, as I said the other day, we're going to use a toothpick because a metal skewer doesn't always work correctly. And we're going in at an angle so that we get more of the cake. And that is clean, which means our cake is cooked. Put my glasses on so that I can see you, and I'm just going to take the cake out. I didn't bother with the foil underneath because I knew I'd be able to get hold of it with these gloves. Right, there you go. It looks good, it smells good. It needs to cool now, and this will take a couple of hours to cool. You think how long it's been cooking for, you can understand that, can't you? So once it's cooled, I will double wrap in more greaseproof paper, then in foil, then it will go into a tin, as in a biscuit tin or a cake tin, and every week or thereabouts I'll just add a thimbleful more brandy to it. And it's because there's so much sugar in this cake and the fruits, this will keep until Christmas. And then about 10 days before Christmas I will marzipan the cake. Do I buy the marzipan? Do I make the marzipan? We'll find out. And then about 4 or 5 days after that, we'll be decorating it. So all I need to say for now is thank you very much for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, with Christmas prep, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget, give us a thumbs up. Any comments, write them down below. I'm happy to reply, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, and quite a lot of the time Steve. If you've liked what we do and want to see more, then click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here.
Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Keep cooking.